Okay, so boys and girls, Miss Smiley's class was super excited that when we came back from spring break, we were going to do an egg hatch. So what I've done is I went ahead and got my incubator, and today I picked up my eggs from a lady in Bennington that donates them for me. I've done this about 5 years. I'm kind of sad that we didn't get to do it the way I normally do, but we're gonna try to do it through video. So this is the first try and I'm not the best at video, so bear with me. So the first thing we're gonna do is I already have my incubator set. It's at 99.5. And then it has water that goes in here and it keeps the temperature, or keeps the humidity between 48 and 55 degrees. So for the first, up to the last 3 days, it needs to stay that temperature. So I've already got that all set. Our eggs are right here. She always labels them for me so you can see what type eggs are in there. So maybe we'll have an idea of what hatches. And so we're going to check them and make sure there's no cracks in anything, and then we're gonna put them in the incubator. So the first thing I usually like my kids to do is we have a journal entry, and I usually have them put them in their notebook. And so this is what they would do. So we will check them on day 1, day 7, day 14, and day 21. So I usually have them draw a square, 4 squares, and label them, and then they'll draw a picture of what they see and then what's happening during that time. So if you want to do that, great. So I'm going to first check my eggs, and I'm going to look at one of them. We're going to candle it, and candling is when you put a bright light underneath them and see what's going on inside the eggshell. So I'm going to have to turn the light off so that we can get a good picture. Hopefully the camera will pick it up, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so my assistant turned the light off. On this machine, it actually has a candler built in. So you'll see there's a really bright light. So I'm gonna candle, these are all different darknesses. The really dark ones, we won't be able to candle right away. You won't be able to see anything, they're too dark. And later on, it'll still be hard to see. But these lighter ones will be a good example. So I'm gonna put the egg on there. Can you see it pretty good? And you'll notice that you don't see anything inside it. It's clear, and up here it's darker. That's where the yolk is, and then at the bottom is where the white part of the egg is. So, and we'll do another one so you can see. These are one of our tiny ones, and I've done these before. The chicks are so cute. So you can see that there's nothing going on inside. Now, hopefully when we candle them again in 7 days, you'll see that there is something forming inside, and that's usually pretty exciting. I don't want to give you too much information. So I'm going to go ahead and start placing these in. And this is an egg turner right here. And so the egg turner is going to keep shifting my eggs so that they don't stay in one place. That helps with a better hatch. And I just kind of separate them out a little bit so that they get equal air. And they all look pretty good. No cracks. She usually takes pretty good care of me and gives me some really good eggs. All right, so they're in there. And every so often, the egg turner will automatically turn the eggs and shift them. And they're in there nice and tight. Go ahead and turn my candler off. And you'll see that my temperature is heading back up to the 90, to the right degree. And it'll stay at that until 3 days before hatch. So we'll check these again in 7 days. And see what's happening. Hopefully we have some really good eggs and we can see that they've been fertilized. All right, I'll see you in 7 days. Thanks. Bye-bye.